Please welcome a best-selling author and founder of Better Dads, a fathering skills program designed to inspire and equip men and women to be more engaged in the lives of their children. Also known as the Man Whisperer, he has appeared on more than 150 radio programs and television shows around the United States and Canada. Please give a wild welcome to Rick Johnson.
So let's talk about speaking your man's language a little bit. First of all, let's talk about how women communicate. Yeah, this has really just been eye-opening for me, okay, doing this research, but there's all kinds of stuff going on in you guys' heads. Men's minds are nice and neat and compartmentalized, and everything is where it's supposed to be, and you only do one thing at one time. And you guys got all this stuff going on, and there's bells and whistles, and everything that's ever been said or thought is in your head at the same time, all mixed up, and it's like I would, if I got stuck inside there, But God created you guys that way, okay? He made you to be able to be superior communicators. He gave you nurturing abilities, and part of that is to be able to communicate effectively. The University of Pennsylvania has done some very interesting studies where they did brain scans, MRIs, on males and females' brains. And during verbal communication, they found that females' brains, typically both hemispheres of her brain will light up at the same time when they talk, indicating that brainwave activity is taking place. And when they stop talking, either one side or the other will stay lit, okay? Yeah, you know where I'm going. Well, on the brain scans with men, they found that when they talk, one side or the other will light up, and when they stop talking, both sides go dark. So when you've asked your husband, "What are you thinking about, honey?" and he says nothing, he's telling you the truth, okay? But here's one thing that we do. We do deeply desire to please our wives. Every man I know wants to please his wife. Some of them aren't very good at it, but they want to, okay? My wife's contentment means the world to me. If I'm downstairs in the office and I hear her upstairs humming, singing, puttering around doing stuff, man, I just feel good about myself as a man because I know she's content and happy. And that's how I judge my success as a man, as a husband, is by her contentment. Secretly, deep in our hearts, no matter what kind of men we are, what we've accomplished, most of us secretly feel inadequate. Your pride, your respect, lifts us up to overcome that more than anybody or anything else in the entire world can do. And Nana was this little old lady, crippled, had raised up a bunch of kids. She lived on a little Social Security pension, took in stray kids, fed them cheese so thin you could see through it, soup made from bones. And she basically raised my wife during her teenage years. She prayed for me every day for 16 years. My wife, when we were young newlyweds, she would be mad at me and she would run to Nana and complain to her about me and all the things I did and said. And Nana would just sit and listen. And then Nana would go, "Oh, honey, just love him." Right out of Titus 2. "Oh, honey, just love him." And my wife would get mad. And she's like, "You don't understand." But I am the man I am today because of two women in my lives, my wife and her Nana. When you look in the mirror, you don't see what God sees. When God sees in the mirror, he sees this beautiful daughter of Eve, this culminating, great, shining achievement. You are the cherry on the top of the sundae. that he created, and he loves you deeply for what's in here. And he believes you're beautiful, no matter what you believe, no matter what you've been told. So you know what? That not knowing how beautiful you are and how valuable you are in God's eyes stops you from using the power that he's given you to change the lives of people around you. So you know what? When you leave here, look in the mirror and see what God sees when he looks at you. And then go home and use that to lift your man up to be all that he could be and all that God wants him to be. Thanks. Thank you.
Wow.
Wasn't that awesome?
Wow.
All right.